Hi guys, good morning. So today I'm going to show you a video where I'm going to give a little idea about how to create an account in Google Cloud and how to utilize the cloud workspace. So let's start. First of all, the few basic requirements which is needed to create an account in Google. You need to be prepared with your credit card, and also you need one Google Mail account for this. So let me start this. I need to close all these tabs. Let's start it from the very beginning. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do, you need to sign in to your Google Mail. You have to give your email ID and password as usual to log into your Google Mail. So this is the very basic and the primary requirement of your to before creating the Google Cloud account. So the first step is you need to be ready with your Google email ID or Gmail ID with password and your credit card details. So let's start. You need to open the Chrome. You need to write Google Cloud login. Here you need to click on it, sign up for free. After selecting this, you'll get this page. So some basic requirements is the Google Cloud platform is a free tier. You'll get of 12 months free subscription, around $300 credit limit, and you can utilize within 1 year, then it will be chargeable. I'll let you know then how can you check your billing cycle and the amount of consumption has already been completed based on your usage. So first thing is you have to create your account first. So what you have to do, first you need to be go to the console. So whenever you are trying to log into the Google Cloud platform prior, you have to give your basic requirements like your name, your credit card details with your email ID. After that you'll get an OTP, and the first time the charging cost will be 1 rupee, so which I already been given and it's been subscribed, and the 1 rupees will be deducted from your account and again it will be returned back. So after that there is no requirement, and once the $300 will be completed, then you'll get a notification whether you are continue with your credit card. If you wish to do this, then there is no issues. It will be the amount will be deducted based on your uses. Else you can also deny the request so that no more amount will be deducted from your credit card. So I have already been subscribed, I have given the details, and now let's move to the Google console. Here is the main page. Here you can do a lot of things. So the basic things I'm going to tell you about the billing and how to create the project and the instances. So the very basic thing is about you need to be create your project. So I already been created as my lab. Here once you have been created the project name, by default the ID will be created, and let's so this is what you can able to see how it's been created. So also you can add people, those name is already there, or those have already the Google Cloud account. You can add them to share the project, but there is few limitations are there because you cannot do everything. There is certain things and there is certain boundaries there. Within that boundary you can only utilize the Google Workspace. Next come to the billing part, which is very important. Every day you need to be look into this billing part, and you can see how much amount is been utilized and how much is remaining is there. So see is $300, so it means it's around 21,000 rupees for Indian currency, 21,420. So I have been already utilized a few things which has already been represented over a graph, and I have still remaining 17,946 points are there which I can utilize in future. So that's all about the billing. You need to every day you need to be track on this, so you need to be also keep it in your mind. It should not be crossed. If it will be crossed, then it should be chargeable in your credit card. If the billing will come more than the amount, then you can understand it has been crossed over. So that's the main thing. Every day you need to be check, and you need to be in control these things, so that you should not be surprised if the billing amount will come in a huge on your monthly cycle. So it's all about the few basic things. Now come to the what I already told you, that you need to first create a project name, which I have been given as my lab. Here let me go to the home page, and the main console is your compute engine. Remember, you can also get it on the left side. So click on compute engine. So here you can create the instances. So I'll explain you how it works. I have created few instances, and you can see how it works. So here is our options are there. So let's create an instance. So here you can write instance 1 or whatever. If you want to create a server, then you can write its server. So this is not case sensitive, so you need to be only type server. You can say server 1, you can say as per your choice, you could give any of the name. So region, so there is a lot of regions are there. You can select any one, so I'm selecting Europe North 1. So zone, I can select it Europe North 1. So here is the very basic requirements. As you are going to create a system, based on the requirement you can set up, or you can configure the PC, and based on that you can put your operating system. So you are the right person who can based on the requirement you need to be fine. So consider I need 2 CPUs, so it will be good. So I can give you 2 CPUs. In the memory I can give the 6 GB memory, which is the very basic requirement. Now go to the operating system. So here is inbuilt operating systems are there, where you need to be select Windows Server. So here in place of operating system there is a lot of options are there. CentOS, container optimized. So you can only configure based on the availability of this operating systems, only you can utilize it. And so let me configure Windows Server. Let me select Windows Server 2016 data center. Standard part is boot disk you can keep as it is. 50 disk is 50 GB size is okay. If you want to increase, then you can increase this. Now let's create select. Here you need to be select allow HTTP, allow HTTPS, then select and create. So it will be created while just wait. Okay, so see, this is what the instance has been created, which I've named given as AD. We have given the zone as Europe North. So here you can see there is 2 IPs are there. One is 10.166.0.3, 35 to 28.52. This is known as external IP. So what you need to do, if you want to open this, how to open this, and how to create, and how to create your user ID and password, how to enter into the server, that I'll explain in the next video. So remember, before closing this instance or this VM instance in Google, make sure you need to go to this right side on the 3 dot icon and you need to select on the stop, so that it will not be chargeable. If you want to use, then only you can select this. You can click on start to use the instance. Once the work has been done, you need to be select this and you need to be select on stop, so that it's not going to be in use, and the billing amount and the billing chargeability will be stopped at that moment. So which will help you to reduce the billing cycle or the cost of utilization of the Google Cloud Platform. So that's all about for today. So tomorrow I'll explain you about how the instance, as per today's session we have created the instance, and the next session we'll see how we can create the ID and password of 2016 data center server, how we can enter into the server, and what are the things we can do inside it. Thank you.